What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. Tonight we're checking out MAMAMOO's new album, or the B-sides for the new album. 2 more tracks. I did react to L.I.E., and I'll put a link to the reaction up there, but I did want to mention something about it. So, when I reacted to that, and you'll see in the reaction if you watch it, I was very confused by the arrangement, because the arrangement didn't seem to suit the song like it did. It's a very dancey, kind of groovy reggaeton type of vibe, but it never felt like you could settle in because apparently they added extra elements, right? Like the dance break. But what was interesting to me is that I was so kind of thrown off by it, because normally MAMAMOO songs aren't like that, and normally RBW doesn't do things like that. So before I started editing the video to put out, I watched the live stage because it popped up on my feed, and it was the same thing. It was the same production or the same arrangement as in the MV. Well, it wasn't until you guys commented and let me know that the song is actually 2 minutes and 46 or 47 seconds, and all those things that were questionable to me weren't even in the song. So I listened to that song, and yeah, absolutely, the song works from beginning to end, and you can just vibe and groove with them to that beat, which is what we've come to expect from RBW and stuff. So it was just kind of threw me off a little bit, because I was like, yeah, normally they don't do stuff like this. Then I hear the studio version, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is perfect. Like it works, right? And something else came out last night when I was hanging out talking to a friend in our Discord. They released an It's Live version, the band version, which was very, very awesome. I was going to react to it, but I was like, you know what, let's just watch it. So we watched it, and it was the studio version, the shorter version, and it was so good. It's Live always does a good job, right? It's one of my favorite forums for K-pop artists, but the way they mix, the band is all the way in the back of a very big room, right? And the artist is up front. The mix is done to represent that as well. So it feels like the band is in the back, and it feels like the artists are up front. What they did different for this one was it felt like MAMAMOO was right on stage, a small little local stage with a band, and that song shined. It sounded so good. I'm gonna put a link. I guess I'm allowed to put links to other people's videos on my video, but I'll put a link up here for that It's Live, because you got to hear it. Like, it really brings that song to life, and I wish all It's Lives were mixed that way, but I understand why they do it the way they do. But anyway, you got to hear it. So anyway, I was very happy to find out that it was just a version that we heard for the MV. So, all right, let's check these songs out. So there's 2 songs. This one's called 1, 2, 3, Oi. I'm just going to go with Oi. All right, let's go. Oh, interesting. 하나둘셋 어이 다 모여 여기 마마무 하고 가기 꽉 잡아줘 거기 하나둘셋 너희 얘들 좀 오 what a 툭툭 털어내 어서 빨리 Okay, I'm gonna pause right here just because what era are we in? There's a lot of genres blended in just in the small 27 seconds that we've heard so far. Very, very interesting. I was a little distracted because I realized my mic wasn't in a way that I usually have it so I can get to my mixer. So let's go back. I was distracted. Let's go back and just listen to it again. Okay. A cool little vocal sample in the back. It's like funk, 80s. Very 80s. And another dance song. I love that so much. Okay. Yes, that one little line with all that distortion on it told me exactly what it is. I was struggling to figure out as far as what I was hearing. Let's go back and hear this again. That. Automatically, when I heard that voice with that distortion, melody, that little section gave me Prince. This song is very influenced by Prince, which explains why there's all these different genres that I'm hearing, and it's just small little things. It could be a chord change in the progression, an instrument, those synths that come in and stab in that previous section. It's giving me Prince. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, let's go back a little bit and let it vibe in. Yeah. So good. Uh-oh. Ooh, love that. Yeah, this is just a party type of song. Ooh, we're gonna go back for that. That was very, very cool. And those harmonies, there's something dissonant about this. I think it's because the bass feels very steady, right? It doesn't seem to be doesn't seem to be a lot of dynamics in it as far as changing of notes. But the top line does feel very dynamic. So there's a little bit of dissonance, and I wasn't expecting those backups to come in. Let's hear this again. That was very nice. Whoa! Was that Hawassa? It felt like Hawassa. Hold on, let's go hear this again. Okay. She's actually singing words. It's in Korean, obviously, so I can't understand it, but she's singing words, but that is very much indicative of I think it's called Double Dutch Bus. In Double Dutch Bus, though, I seem to remember something about the Muppets keeps popping in my head when I think about that song. So I think it was like a jarbled language. I don't think he was actually saying words, but he was doing that same pattern. Anyway, it just reminded me her attack and her the way she sang that part and the melody and the timing of it, right? The pacing of it is very indicative of that song. Really, really interesting. Yeah, they're pulling from all kinds of genres, all kinds of, not necessarily all kinds of eras, but all different kinds of sounds from a particular era, which is late 70s and 80s. So really, really cool. Let's go back and hear this again. I'm going to have to go listen to Double Dutch Bus after this. Yeah, it just reminds me of it. I want to see them do this live because it just sounds fun. I will never get tired of hearing them sing that. I want to know who produced this. Yeah, it's very Prince inspired. That bass player's throwing down too. Wow. That was very, very good. At first it felt just kind of like disorienting because I'm like, what is this? Like, they never settled into a sound, but it started to make sense. Plus, this is just like a party song. Like, seeing them perform this live would probably be very, very awesome. And their interaction with the crowd and stuff, because that beat doesn't stop, right? Like, it's just all about dancing and having fun, and really, really good, and obviously playlist. So, all right, this is the other one. I guess it's called L.I.E.C. Probably means something, but we're about to find out. So, all right, let's check this out. Oh, different vibe. Okay, so it is an acronym. Another dancey party song. And it sounds very, very good. Who the... Whoa. Who the hell is that? That didn't sound like any of them. What the hell? Let's go back. That sounds like Hawassa, especially when she did that. Is that tuned? I don't think that's tuned. They wouldn't do that. There's no need to do anything like that for them. That is her voice. I've never heard her sing like that before. It's very interesting because, let me hear it again. Let's go back. Sorry, I'm trying not to cough. I got something in my throat. So, yeah, it's very interesting. It sounds like Hawassa mixed with Rosé. I've never heard her sing in that tone, and it's really, really, really nice. Obviously, we've explored a lot of MAMAMOO, but I went back and looked at it. Like, we haven't even heard all their title tracks yet. Like, there's so much material. So I'm sure she may have done something like that before, but I've never heard her sing like that. She sounds so good. It's just like like I said, it gives me that she has that the airiness on top is giving me rosé, and that's just a really nice blend for her voice and hers. Obviously, it's her doing it, but it's that tone. I've just never heard it before. That's really sick. Let's go back and just hear it again. That's so good. Yeah, this album is very, very nice. And it's all just about celebrating, partying. And it's very interesting that this is an October release. Very nice. .808 again. I don't think the song doesn't need a bridge, but there's time for a bridge, so we'll see. I can't imagine they're going to break down, but we're about to find out, I guess. No, they did an instrumental section. Ah, yeah, I guess, yeah, it is a breakdown, essentially. And it suits the song very, very well. Very nice. Holy shit, what the hell did that happen? Or what happened there? They threw me off. I can't even English. Wow. I'm a former musician, right? I used to be the songwriter and the leader of a rock band. And it struck me because when that drum fill came in, that just reminded me of my old drummer. Because drummers are crazy, right? They like to hit things for a living. And that's how they express themselves, by hitting things, right? It's like every once in a while you're like writing something, you're practicing or whatever, and then all of a sudden somebody just goes off and adds something extra, and the drummer just all of a sudden did a crazy fill, and you're like, what the hell are you doing? You know, like it just throws you off. That was very interesting. Let's go back, because that came out of nowhere. The whole instrumental stopped for that shit. Let's go back. Nice delayed entry. They didn't use the first kick. That was very interesting. I know what they were going for. I don't know. I feel like that should have come later. I know exactly what they were doing, but it's very early, it feels like. Because there's enough time for them to do this all again. And unless it fades out. If it fades out, then there's no time. But that was very interesting. It kind of like dropped out. Like the energy just kind of got sucked out by that. But I understand what they were doing. Let's just go back and let it vibe in. It's just a climactic drum fill, but it feels misplaced. Yeah, that was an interesting production choice. It's fine. It doesn't kill the song, but it's just like, calm down, drummer. Wait, is that auto-tune? Is that auto-tune? Hold on. Yeah, there's auto-tune. That was an interesting ending, too. Wow. That was very, very interesting. And I think I said it. If I didn't, I'll say it now, because I definitely thought it. To me, it's like a very interesting album to release we're in winter already, right? Because it feels summery, but at the same time, I started to think, just like I mentioned, like to me, this feels like a party album. This feels like a dance album, which is very suited to parties, right? Christmas parties, holiday parties, things like that. So it makes sense because this would get played. It would be perfect for something like that, right? So it makes sense. Obviously, I know not all groups, release summer songs in the summer, or winter songs in the winter, and all that stuff. But it was just very interesting from the sound. But now that I think about it, it makes perfect sense because it's a party album. So, all right. Again, the whole album is such a vibe. It's like we just get to hang out with them and just party with them. It would be really awesome if we could do it for real, but hey, at least we get to listen to this album. Love it all. It's all playlist. If you enjoy this content, please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next time. Peace.